In this video, I will show you how to use conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. We can use conditional formatting to identify specific text, number, or date in our spreadsheet without adding any complex formulas. Let's start with some examples. For example, I have here the family name column, and I want to identify if I have a set of duplicate family names in this table. In order for me to identify duplicate values, I can simply click the Home tab, click Conditional Formatting button, and I have here different sets for conditional formatting. We have the highlight cell rules, top bottom rules, data bars, color scale, and icon sets. Let me click on highlight cell rules. And as you can see, we have here a lot of logical conditions that we can choose from. In our case, let me click on duplicate values. And as you can see, Excel will automatically highlight all duplicated data from selected cell C7 to C26. And by the way, you can change that to unique if you want to highlight all unique data. Go back to duplicate. If you need to change the colors, you can always change the value of the color here. In the meantime, we'll stick with light red, click OK. That's it. Now, another example for this, if you want to highlight specific department, let me highlight department column. Let's go to Home tab, Conditional Formatting. Let's say I want to highlight all admin departments. Go to Highlight Cell Rules, select equal to, and type the word admin. Take note that conditional formatting is not case sensitive. As long as your data is incorrect spelling, it will highlight the data in your spreadsheet. So let's stick with the format, click OK. Excel will automatically highlight all admin data. What else? Next column for designation. Let's say I want to highlight all managers existing in the designation column. How do we find it? Highlight designation column, go back to Home tab, Conditional Formatting, highlight cell rules, select text that contains. So click on text that contains, and let's change this to the keyword manager. As you can see, Excel will highlight all managers available on the list. Anything that contains manager. Even if the manager is in the middle or in the beginning or end of the word, it will be highlighted. Click OK. Next, how about if we're dealing with data? Let's say I want to highlight all second quarter of 1995 transaction in this table. Let's go back to Home tab, Conditional Formatting, highlight cell rules. We have logical condition between. And you can type here now the start date in MDY format, depending on the format of your device, by the way. So in my device, my format is month, day, year. Let me type 4/1/1995 as my start date. If I need second quarter, my end date is June 30, 1995. Click OK. It will highlight all the second quarter transaction under data employed column. Next, how about if numbers? For number data, we can simply add a format. Let's say I want to highlight all starting salary greater than 5,000 and display green color for those data. Anything that is 5,000 and below will be highlighted as red. In order to do that, let me go back to conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, greater than, and type 5,000. Change the color to green, and then click OK. Excel highlighted all in green the value of greater than 5,000. If I need to highlight in red all numbers that is 5,000 and below, let me go back to conditional formatting. Let me click highlight cell rules less than. Since we don't have less than or equal to, we can simply type 5,001. That means any value from 5,001 and below will be highlighted as red. So click OK. This is my number data. Okay, conditional formatting can also help us to check if data is existing without adding complex formulas. So instead of reading the data, you can check your data through format color. The last two items that I would like to demo for text value, let's say I want to compare the text value for employee. Another set of conditional formatting that we can use. When you go to conditional formatting column, we can use data bars for this one. For data bars, you can click data bars, select any of the available options. Let me click blue data bar here now. Data bar will automatically add bar chart inside the cell reference. Based on the value of the cell, it displays the highest amount with maximum scale, lowest amount with the lowest scale. And the last column here is the net pay. Let's say, for example, I want to add icons to identify data on the net pay. And here are the following conditions. First, any value from 0 to value of 5,000 is marked as red. 5,001 to 6,000, yellow. And last, 6,001 and above as green. So following this condition, how can we implement icon sets with this kind of setup? All you need to do is to highlight this column of netme, then go to conditional formatting, under icon sets, select any available icons. Let me choose the default one, directional. By default, Excel has specific condition. But in order for you to update that, you can go back to conditional formatting, manage rules. And under manage rules, let's select icon set, edit rule. And under edit rule, let's try to configure something. As you can see, the default setting is percentile. Let me change this to number. If we're talking about greater than or equal to 6,001, let me type 6,001 for the green icon. The next type number, this is 5,001 and above, yellow. Anything below 5,001 or 5,000 and below is red. So click OK, click apply, click OK. And this is the result of that icon set. We only have one green. We have a lot of red and yellow marks in this table. Conditional formatting can also be used as part of the filter. When you highlight your table column, you go to data, add filter. Good thing with filters, it recognizes the icon sets for each column or the format for each column. You can click the drop-down filter now, and you have the selection of filtering them by color. Let's say I want to display all red net pay, so it will display all red icon only. Next, filter all yellows and filter all green in this table. If I need to select all, clear the filter, it will go back to the original state. In order to identify your data, you don't need any complex formula. Conditional formatting can help you to complete the task. And that is for the conditional formatting application in Microsoft Excel.